For as long as humanity has gazed at the stars, we've wondered what lies beyond. We've dreamed of distant planets, glowing moons, and the mysterious beauty of worlds unlike our own. But what if the most breathtaking wonder wasn't out there in the distant reaches of the solar system, but right here, above us, encircling our own planet? Imagine stepping outside your home. You look up, and stretching across the sky, like a glowing river of cosmic light, are colossal, shimmering rings. Vast bands of ice, dust, and rock circling Earth, visible from every corner of the world, day and night. The same rings that make Saturn the jewel of our solar system, now wrapped around Earth itself. Our ancestors would have built myths, legends, and entire civilizations beneath them. Today, we would live our daily lives with a constant reminder of the universe's grandeur floating above our heads. But it's not just about beauty. Rings around Earth would change everything: our skies, our climate, our science, even human history. They would inspire art, religion, and innovation, but could also bring challenges, dangers, and extraordinary questions about life as we know it. So buckle in, because today, we're exploring one of the most fascinating what-if scenarios ever imagined. What if Earth had rings like Saturn? Rings, those colossal, shimmering halos that orbit planets, are one of the most spectacular natural phenomena in our solar system. But have you ever wondered, where do these rings actually come from? How does a planet, spinning silently in the void, become crowned with such breathtaking structures? Planetary rings aren't built from scratch. They are born from cosmic accidents, immense collisions, the tearing apart of moons, asteroids, or comets by forces so powerful they rip solid worlds to pieces. Every massive planet has what's called a Roche limit, an invisible boundary, a deadly gravitational threshold. If a moon or any large object drifts too close, the planet's gravity becomes stronger than the object's internal strength, pulling it apart, shredding it into countless fragments. The remains, ice, rock, dust, don't fall straight into the planet. Instead, they begin to orbit, spreading out over time, forming a thin, flat disk, a ring system. Planetary rings are cosmic mosaics, built from billions of tiny fragments. Some pieces are as small as grains of sand, others as large as mountains. Saturn's rings, the most famous, are composed mostly of water ice, pure, reflective, brilliant, making them shine in the sunlight. Close your eyes, and imagine standing on Earth, not the Earth you know, but a world crowned with colossal, shimmering rings stretching across the sky. Now, open your mind. Because if Earth had rings like Saturn, every moment under the heavens would feel like living inside a cosmic painting. From the moment you wake up and glance at the sky, the rings would dominate your view, enormous, glowing arcs that slice across the horizon, visible not just at night, but during the day as well. The appearance of these rings wouldn't be the same everywhere. It all depends on where you stand on Earth. Near the equator, the rings would tower directly overhead, stretching straight across the sky from one side to the other, like an infinite bridge made of icy diamonds and ancient rock. Near the North and South poles, the rings become even more mysterious. Here, they appear lower in the sky, as wide glowing crescents, hugging the horizon like enormous frozen rainbows that never fade. In a reality where Earth has rings, just like Saturn, the day and night cycle as we know it would be transformed forever, turning every moment under the sky into a spectacle of cosmic beauty and subtle scientific wonder. Let's begin with the day. When the sun rises, its golden light spills across the landscape, casting warmth and color over the Earth. But in this alternate reality, the rings would still be there, suspended in the sky, an enormous arc cutting across the heavens. From the equator, they would stretch directly overhead, a vast, pale curve like a frozen river of light. Even under the bright sun, their outline would remain faintly visible, delicate, ghostly, shimmering ever so slightly as sunlight reflects off the countless particles of ice and rock that compose them. Depending on your latitude, the rings would tilt in the sky, curving toward the horizon, visible from nearly every corner of the world. A constant, glowing reminder that our planet wears a crown of cosmic debris. We've admired the beauty, we've imagined the glowing arcs across the sky, but if Earth had rings like Saturn, it wouldn't just change our sunsets and stargazing. It would reshape life itself. Subtly in some ways, dramatically in others. Because while the rings would create breathtaking skies, they would also alter our planet's environment, our technologies, even our survival. Beauty always comes with a price in the grand theater of the cosmos. One of the most overlooked, yet significant, effects of planetary rings is the shadow they cast. Vast, thin bands of darkness stretching across Earth's surface depending on the thickness, composition, and angle of the rings. These shadows could sweep across certain latitudes, blocking a small but measurable amount of sunlight from reaching the ground. At first glance, it sounds harmless, but less sunlight means cooler temperatures in those regions. Over decades and centuries, this could shift ecosystems, alter weather patterns, and even affect where humans choose to live. Regions under permanent or seasonal ring shadows might develop cooler microclimates. Deserts could shrink, forests could migrate, and animal behavior might adapt to the eternal twilight overhead. But not all consequences are negative. The rings themselves would become a natural, ever-present calendar, their position in the sky shifting with Earth's orbit, marking the passing seasons with stunning precision. Ancient civilizations would have measured time by the angle and position of the rings, much like we once tracked the sun, moon, and stars. Over time, parts of the rings could fall into Earth's atmosphere, burning as meteors, creating more frequent, dazzling meteor showers, but also raising potential risks. Massive fragments, though rare, could be catastrophic. Scientists would need constant monitoring, predicting impacts just like we track asteroids today. Quick fact drop. Saturn's rings are made of 99% ice, sparkling crystals, some as tiny as grains of sand, others as big as houses. Other planets, like Jupiter, Uranus, and Neptune, also have rings, though faint. Some distant exoplanets may have ring systems far larger than Saturn's. And Earth's ancient past? There's evidence Earth may have briefly had ring-like debris after massive collisions, but they disappeared over time. In reality, Earth doesn't have rings, yet the idea fuels our curiosity about the cosmos. It reminds us how fragile, unique, and full of wonder our planet is. Would you want to live under glowing rings? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more what-if wonders of the universe.